Good morning, happy Wednesday to you. Just thought I'd come on and do a Facebook Live. Just thought I'd talk about a few things really. Yeah, I was kind of challenged yesterday a bit by someone. Took me by surprise. When people challenge you or come to try and knock you down, or it can happen. It can come from their own childhood wounds. Hi, I don't know who's here, if you want to say hi. And it can take you by surprise if you don't kind of go round in life slagging people off or generally being unkind. And when people do that to you, you've really got to take a step back and just understand that it's their own stuff. Hi Melissa, hi Robin. And if you're very sensitive, I come here as a full-blown empath and sensitive, so all my life, if I've been around people that are just really narky and unkind, I would just steer my energy away from them, really. But sometimes in work or in places where you just have to be, and you're around the energy of people like that, you just got to really understand that these people are just going to do that, and they're going to be like that in life. It's like kind of the narcissistic ego head. Who will dig, and I used to see it when I was teaching loads of children, really. And all pain comes from their own wounds, really, at some level, and they have not learnt, how to act or be kind, and they kind of, these kind of people kind of take the power by digging at other people. And I'm sure in your lifetime you kind of meet people like that, or you've noticed people like that. My whole life's been kind of one of observation of say children and people and personalities, and we all have wounds. I can, we've all got stuff, but it depends if you want to. You might express your feelings about how you feel to people, but there's a difference between doing that and then digging at somebody else, really. And I've written about quite a lot about this in my new book as well. But narcissists will literally poke at people, and they are often people who will attack others. But it comes from their own kind of fears that are inside them, really, basically, of not feeling good enough, really. And you can see it in. I've written in my book about different ways of management and the fear and love paradigm. So the fear paradigm of like even leadership is by doing that, is by criticizing, belittling. Hi Josie. By knocking people. And the love paradigm is about praising. So you can always see the good and bad in everyone if you choose to, but you're not going to make a workforce work harder by that's the old paradigm, is that you hit everyone with a stick and think they'll work harder. I don't think that basically works. And it was never my way of motivating children in a school and with teaching. There are times when people need to be told things, but generally motivation works. Love works, basically. When you care, when you love people, and when you know that everyone's coming from their wounds as well, when they express that kind of thing, then anyway, yeah, I got kind of hit with a stick yesterday by someone, and it kind of took the wind out of my sails. And thanks to some lovely friends who just. But what I understand is I literally took that person's energy in as though it was mine, and it took me 24 hours to. I've cleared it now. So if you're empathic and sensitive, you might pick up people's energy and feel as though it's yours. So just thinking things I do. So you can write it down. You can write down kind of pain like that. You can go in nature. You can kind of just be around high vibrational people, that kind of thing. You don't have to hold on to it as though it's yours. And I wish I'd learnt kind of that kind of stuff when I was a child. So I hope that I'm sharing this and it helps someone. If you care to share this, it might help someone today. But you don't have to take on other people's pain and feel it as though it's yours. And so there we go. So just talking about empaths and narcissists, that kind of that narcissist ego kind of dynamic. And empaths can think, especially in relationships, that they can heal that person as well, they think that they can change that narcissist person, and they can't. And the only way to actually deal with someone like that is do something called grey rock, is literally kind of ignore them. Don't try and argue with a narcissist. It's like banging your head against a brick wall. Or even someone with lower consciousness. Don't try and argue with someone. Some people just never get it. Some people just never get kindness because they're too wounded, at any level. I just thought I would, kind of, and I very easily would have taken that personally yesterday, or I did for a while, but I'm not going to. So, yeah, don't let anyone knock you down, basically. There's a massive time of transformation at the moment going on. So there's been this real time of like clearing out people that aren't on your vibration, or who shouldn't be in your life as well at the moment. We learn from everyone we meet, but we choose as to who we want to keep in our lives and who we want to be around. And humans can be, I keep getting the quote, there's none so queer as folk, that keeps coming into my head. It's true, really, isn't it? But anyway, I thought I would show up and do Facebook Lives and start coming back doing them regularly. So I will probably do them around 11 o'clock. Hi, April. Hi, Mary. Hi, Bernadette. Here we got Josie. And I just thought, and I actually worked with someone earlier in the week, who had the same thing going on, and it floored her, and it's just so unkind. Why do people have to be so cruel and unkind in the world? I've never understood it, but I probably never will. So I just thought I would come on and talk about that. But hi, April. So just like not taking things personally, really. And the card I've actually pulled is like, I pulled the peace card, knowing that only here we go. Before I came on, I pulled the peace card. So peace, Archangel Shamiel, peace comes from remembering that only love is real. So love is the only kind of, love is the kind of magical quality that you can choose to see in people or not. I mean, I just understand that person that was hit so bloody nasty to me was just in a pain body, as Eckhart Tolle says. People that are doing that just go around, they shoot their pain. But it was directed. It was right. It wasn't even her dumping her stuff. It was just her really being nasty. A real bitch is the word, and I don't normally use words like that, but you meet them in life, don't you? I feel sorry for them, to be honest, if that's the level that they want to operate on. Anyway, so I'm going to pull a few more cards. Let's see what else comes up. So that might help someone. So this has just said, it's so sad how people can be. I used to hear and feel so much more, but being around so many negative beings, I've become blocked. Yeah, well, but you can choose. Yeah, don't have to shut yourself down, Melissa. I understand it's their stuff. Bernadette's just said, unreal. I was with a narcissist for 16 years and I'm still recovering from the brainwashing. Now I walk away from them. No point in getting into anything with them. Absolutely. No, there isn't. There's no point arguing. There's no point ever trying to convince a narcissist of anything, because it's just it's just wasted energy. Okay, I'm just gonna pull some more cards. Let's have a look. Okay, claircognizance. Archangel Uriel, pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So, yeah, we're always being given guidance, really. And this is a big wake-up call for me as well. It was just like, listen to your own guidance. You've been given guidance about that person for ages, but just listen to your own guidance. And there we go, I've got my lesson too. So it's like, because I was just saying they were operating from the wounded child perspective, which is what they were. But compassion, so, have compassion. I've got compassion card come up, which is incredible. So, Archangel Zadkiel, soften your heart with respect for the situation, all people involved, including yourself. So, yeah. So yeah, I've got to have compassion for myself because yeah, it really hurt me yesterday for that moment. That I'm not going to let anyone knock me down. There we go. But yeah, so I've got to send them love because they're just wounded children. When people act out their own child pain, they're just coming from their wounded child stuff. Let's just see. Hi, Gerald. Let's just see. I'm going to pull a few more cards and say. Okay, prosperity, Archangel Ariel. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So, okay, in terms of that and abundance, let's just say you're always being given guidance about things. I'm being given guidance about new things to do, and I'm going to start really listening to them now. So, I started on Monday evening at, what did I do, 7 o'clock. I'm going to do an online tapping circle, which will be kind of like on donation basis, although I was kind of saying around £15. And I'm going to also do one, being guided to do it on Tuesday, on Thursday, so tomorrow, like Thursday tapping. And I just want to do like positive tapping on Tuesday. So, sorry, on Thursday, what am I saying? So I'll put another link up. So Thursday, let's get this right, tapping Thursdays. And I'm thinking around, what am I feeling? I'll decide, but probably be 12 o'clock or even like 1 o'clock or early afternoon. I'm just going to have a think about it. But I'll put the time up, so that's going to be tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm going to do a tapping. If anyone wants to join in, and a positive abundance tapping circle where we tap in good energy and good stuff. I'm going to be doing that on Thursdays. So I've done loads of tapping, EFT tapping. Hi Amanda, nice to see you. So that's going to be Thursdays. So it will be a Zoom call, and I'll put the link up. Around midday-ish it will be. So it will be, if you have never done EFT tapping before, I'll teach you on the call, and we'll be tapping in, and I'm just getting called to kind of do some circles with people. So we'll see. We might have a bit of fun. I don't know. It'll be fun. Whatever I do like that is fun. So that's Thursday tapping, and it is quite fun. And I kind of make people laugh. Even the lady I worked with the other day, who was in a bit of a sad place. You know, I made her laugh on the call that I did with her. So I'm going to be, as I say, Monday evenings at 7, and I'm being told, let's just say, so lunchtime, so 12 o'clock on Thursdays, I'm going to do tapping, call, abundance, manifesting, I don't know, setting up stuff, and it could be that I do the same on Monday. I'm just going to feel my way through that. So we'll see. So my book is around. It's called Remember Who You Truly Are. That's out on Amazon. If you care to, it's still selling, and I'm really grateful. It's reached a teeny portion of the people that it will probably reach. I'm going to pull a page and see. And thanks to Anne Scholes in her shop, I think Angelic Bliss in Manchester, giving her a shout out. She's just ordered some more of my books. So that's Angelic Bliss in Manchester. That's to Anne Scholes. Thank you. Robin, you're guided to run a development circle. Yeah, if you're guided, just go for it. You know, I know that I've got, I mean, my book is like a development circle, to be honest. So just ask today, what do you need to know today for our highest good? Let's have a look. I'm gonna show you what I've got. A few blank pages in my it's obviously meant to be. So I've actually got a few blank pages in my book where people can make notes, and I've actually turned to the relationships page. It's quite cool. It's quite funny. I love how the universe has a laugh. So relationships, So even like me talking about yesterday with someone, start the day with a blank page in terms of relationships. Every day is a blank page in terms of relationships and what you want to manifest and bring into your life. And that's hilarious, isn't it? I've never done that before. So you can create a relationship however you want. Your relationship with yourself is also a blank page. This is making me giggle now. So you can put down, if you've got my book, you obviously put things down, or write down what you want for yourself in terms of relationships today. It's kind of the universe having a joke, isn't it? It's quite funny. So I want to meet fun people today. I want to meet really kind people. I want to meet happy people. I want to meet really clever people, intelligent people. Manifest what you think about and talk about is what is going to happen in your life. That is so funny. So I obviously need to draw some pictures today. Get back to school and draw some pictures. Hi, Susanna. Here we go. So what you think about comes about. You can create your life. Let's have a look. I'm just going to put another page. What do you need to know today? That's so funny. Okay, love people back to themselves. I've read this one a bit before. Page 155. If you've got my book. When people may have fallen out of alignment with who they are through shame or guilt or loss, etc., you have to love them back to themselves, back to who they are. I think this is really what I was doing in teaching. It's the whole basis of any coaching I do with people, or EFT or readings with people. I have lots of people come to me who are on the floor at times, and you've got to reflect back to people their higher selves to bring people out of stuff. And there are tribes. I don't know where it is, but there are tribes where they actually do that. They actually literally reflect back to people all their good stuff. And this person who was chomping at the bit at me yesterday, it was so fun. I felt like sending him back a whole thing in my book and a whole pages on how to lead in leadership and stuff. But I just thought, it's just wasted energy. But you don't motivate people by slagging them off. You motivate people by looking at their bright sides, their higher selves. When someone falls off track, you have to be mindful to love the other person back to themselves. People can fall out of their own energetic alignment of who they are at a soul level if they've not had solid positive reinforcement at a soul level and spirit level in childhood, exactly what I was talking about, or throughout their lives. And even as adults, we need some positive people around us to support and encourage us. By this I mean you reflect back all the good parts, their strengths, their parts they may have forgotten, the wonderful positive aspects of themselves. I actually did that with children in teaching as well. I had children stand up one day and I asked them to write down all the things they kind of liked about themselves, the things they didn't like about themselves. And then I had their classmates reflect back to them what they absolutely loved about the children. And it was incredibly moving. It was so lovely to see. And this little girl, blonde, stunning, little beautiful girl, stood up and said, I'm really ugly. And in fact, half the class were looking at her, and it was just amazing how, even at a young age, a beautiful little girl, had taken on the energy from somewhere that she wasn't. Either a child had said it, or a mother, or I don't know who had said she wasn't, pretty, or and it's incredible how even children can get that. It's an incredible thing to do, actually, even with adults, is just to reflect back. Even with friends, just reflect back to friends what you think, how lovely they are and how nice they are. It's massively healing. So by this I mean I reflect back all the good parts, their strengths, the parts they've forgotten, the wonderful positive aspects of themselves. This means seeing the positive aspects of others. No one likes being criticised. Everyone will either shut down and hide, or react, or get angry. And that's really true. No one likes to be told how awful they are. There may be times, when you need to hear some stuff, but you don't motivate anyone by doing that. I never did with children. You don't, you can understand children, you can understand adults, but if you're just going to spend your whole life criticising, moaning, groaning about people, then your life's not going to be much fun, I don't think. When you love others back to themselves, you remove the negative parts, you remove the critic and the critical language. You speak words of kindness and love. You only speak and focus on the positive aspects of that person or in that child. You love them back to themselves. True spirit of who they are. Yeah, and also with that, your spirit is kind of, whole and I'll say perfect. It's your ego that has the stories. I can't do this. I haven't done that. I'm awful. I'm da da da. That's the kind of ego. That's the ego. But in truth, in spirit, everyone's comes here. There's always a duality, I suppose. When you love people back to themselves, you remove the negative parts, remove the critical language. Anyway, let's have a look. Criticism is often just a reflection perception. Pay someone a compliment or just praise a loved one or a sibling, a mother. Yeah, I used to do that. I remember about 10 years ago. I went around literally. Try it as an experiment. It's quite amazing, actually. If you literally every day just walk around, finding it's a great thing to do. With everyone you meet, just praise them and say something that's kind or that you like about them, or it could be just how they, authentically their hairdo or their clothes or something. It's incredible the way you change the energy with people, and even complete strangers. I've met some amazing people just by doing that, and we don't often hear it. We don't often hear praise out loud from strangers or other people, but it's an amazing thing to do. So there we go. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Anyway, just thought I'd come on and do that. If you care to share that, it might help someone today. I'm around for EFT, soul plans, and readings. And yeah, take the day and make it what you want. Every day is a blank canvas. So lots of love. My group, then my online Zoom groups will be Monday evening and Thursdays Monday evening at 7 p.m. and Thursdays at midday, if anyone wants to do tapping with me. Okay, lots of love and bye for now. Have a lovely day.